Hey guys, what's up? Cactus Moto here. I have a very special video for you guys. There's about a foot of snow on the ground right now here in Chicago. I was going to go outside and do a video, but that's not really going to happen today. So I have a tour of my editing and gaming setup for you guys. I said I was going to be doing this. This is my weekly video. I'm going to roll a quick intro of my rig, and I'll see you in a few seconds. Hey guys, I'm back. You might notice that it's a little bit darker in here. I'm shooting this section of the video a little bit later. I had a problem with the autofocus on my camera. Hopefully it's working now because I've gone through about 4 takes and it hasn't worked. I think I fixed the issue, so we'll see. Anyways guys, thank you for tuning in. Again, this is a video on my editing/gaming rig. And I'm going to tell you I'm going to go into the difference between why I picked the components I did for editing compared to a gaming computer. So behind me is the computer itself. It is a Intel X299 build. So if any of you are familiar, that's one of the new motherboards that just came out. The processor that I have is an i9 10-core 20-thread processor. It's overclocked to 5 gigahertz. I absolutely love this processor. It's a huge step up from the X99 platform that I came from. And I absolutely love the motherboard. It's got dual Ethernet on board as well as 802.11 AD Wi-Fi, which is the fastest Wi-Fi. They say it's just as fast as the LAN. I haven't had much experience with it because I'm hardwired into my computer. Or, sorry, into my internet. Wow. Words are hard. It has a Asus X299 Deluxe motherboard in it. The graphics card that I'm running is a 1080 Ti Shrix edition. It's got 11 gigabytes of RAM on board, or memory on board. It's overclocked from the factory. I love this card. I wouldn't change it for anything. It is kind of hard to find this component though. If you're looking for a 1080 Ti, I'd wait a couple months and see what happens. Because of the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency miners, prices have shot way up. Right now, I believe a 1080 Ti is going for around $1,500. So be aware of that. If you're building a new system, you might just have to settle for a 1080. But hopefully with the way that cryptocurrency has been going on a downward trend, we will see less expensive 1080 Ti's become available soon. It has an M.2 boot drive, 48 gigs of RAM, and 2 hard drives running in RAID 0 for storage, and then a backup hard drive on board of 4 terabytes just to back up everything on a nightly basis. The other thing that's a backup is my 4 drive NAS. I have a 4 hard drive NAS underneath the desk. That will be a separate video because it's kind of a specialized piece of gear. And I'm not going to go too far into it, but I use it to store all of my media on, all my backups on it, and that's what I use to back up my videos after I export them. Moving on to monitors. I have 2 monitors. One that's positioned behind my head, which is an older 27-inch Asus monitor, 1440p. I bought it refurbished for a couple $100. It's starting to go. I noticed some random restarts, some dead pixels, so I'm going to replace it. And what I'm going to replace it with is probably going to be another one of these monitors that I have my editing software up right now on. This is the Asus P279 ROG monitor. It is a 165 Hz max refresh rate G-Sync capable monitor. I absolutely love the 165 Hz refresh rate. G-Sync is awesome. If you guys don't know about G-Sync, look it up. It's a variable refresh rate. Basically, it takes the frame rate that's coming out of your graphics card and puts it on your screen. So there's no screen tearing and stuff like that that you would have with older monitors. I absolutely love this monitor. I can't say enough about it. If you're cross-shopping this monitor, just know that the IPS panel is the same panel whether you get the Asus model or the Predator Acer model. They use the same IPS panel for the display. So that's something to keep in mind if you're cross-shopping the two. It comes down to what you like aesthetically. One thing I forgot to mention in my computer is that it is all custom water-cooled. EK water blocks for both the CPU and GPU, EK radiators and pump, bits power fittings, and bits crystal link for the tubing. The reservoir is Singularity Computers along with the reservoir mount. I'd highly suggest looking into Singularity Computers. They make some awesome stuff. The engineering is phenomenal. The build quality is top notch. You can find them on performancepcs.com or on Amazon. Moving on to peripherals, I have a Razer. Oh boy, this is going to be a really long name. I'm going to go off on one thing right now. Razer, please rework your naming structure because this is a mouthful. The Razer Black Widow Tournament Edition version 2 with the Razer yellow switches in it, which are similar to Cherry MX Reds. They are linear, they don't have a tactile bump in the middle of the travel, and they're not clicky, they're not audible. So I got this keyboard. I really like this one because it comes with a very soft wrist rest. It's very comfortable to rest your hand on it. Corsair has a wrist rest included. I used to have a K65, but it's not very cushioned. It's kind of hard and rigid. And it kind of aggravated my wrist, to be honest, after about an hour of editing or gaming or even typing. So I'd highly suggest this keyboard. I absolutely love it. The mouse that I use is a Razer Mamba. It fits my hand just right. It has just the right amount of buttons, programmable buttons, and I really love that you can use it wireless or wired. I prefer wireless, so I use it in that function most of the time. My audio setup, for my speakers, I have a set of M Audio monitors. I don't know if I would recommend these. They're kind of a budget monitor slash speaker. I got these because they were cheap. They were on sale at Guitar Center for, I think, $150 for the pair, which is pretty cheap for monitors. So I would highly suggest getting something better. I'm going to be getting a set of Yamaha ones soon, I think. But for the money that you pay, they're a great deal, and I haven't had any issues with them. I just want something with a little bit more clarity. My headset is an AKG K7XX. These are open back studio headphones. They provide a great sound. These are actually the Mass Drop Red Edition. And a huge shout out to my girlfriend who bought me these. I absolutely love these. These are the best headphones, sub $300 that are out there. I love these. The sound stage on them is awesome. Although if you have loud roommates or a loud environment that you're working in, these are not noise canceling. They're open back headphones, so you will hear a lot of background noise. But for games that are that require really good sound, like PUBG, to know where people are, these are awesome. As far as microphones go, I use an AKG P220 microphone. It's a great middle-of-the-road microphone. I know people use the Blue Snowball microphones, which just kind of sit on your desk, that are USB. I wanted something that wasn't USB because I was already using so many USB ports on my computer. I didn't want to have a hub on my desk. So this was the next best thing. It comes with the shock mount, which is awesome, so that if you bump into it, it doesn't make a rattling noise. And I bought this pop filter for about $20, which really helps if you're talking really close to the microphone, so you don't get that pop. And also so that if you have a person And here's a tip. If you have a person who's using one of these microphones and they breathe into it and you get that wind noise, these help. This is all mounted on a Rode arm. It's a broadcast arm. It's spring-loaded. It's really helpful. It allows me to place it wherever I want. And that microphone is plugged into a 2i2 Scarlett made by Focusrite. They make really good preamps, and because this microphone does require phantom power, this is a really good solution. All of that is controlled by my Mix 8, my Mackie Mix 8 mixing board. This is a really nice mixing board for the money, and it allows me just to mix in music to my headphones if I don't want people on my stream hearing the music, or if I want to switch between my studio monitors and my headset. This is a great way to do it. Basically, that's it, guys. That's my setup on my desk. The reason why I went with the setup, people question why I went with an i9 when I could get away with an i7, is because I do video editing, and that's what I'm going to school for, as well as video editing. So it helps to have more cores and a higher end graphics card in order to render out your videos faster. It's more efficient. Can you do it on a 4-core? Yes, you can. Can you do it on a 6-core? Yes. But the more cores you can throw at it, the better it's going to be and the more efficient it's going to be. So that's why I built it the way that I did. If I was building it purely for gaming, I'd buy a Z370 motherboard. I wouldn't do an X299 build. So that's why I went with that board, and that's why I built my computer the way that I did. Again, this is how I build my computer and how I prefer to set it up. I'm going to be doing an update video when I get my cable mod cables, as well as this desk. This is a cheap, well, okay, IKEA's not cheap, but this is one of their cheaper models. This thing actually fell over on me because one of the legs gave out, and there's about 5 wood screws and a half-gallon of wood glue on here in place. It's solid now. It's not moving anywhere, but I am going to be getting an Evo desk soon. It's going to be slightly wider, gives me more desk space, and it will be a lot cleaner looking, because right now there's a rat's nest of cables underneath my desk. That is why I'm not showing you the NAS, by the way, right now, because I want to hide those cables, because it's a complete disaster underneath. I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like what I do, please hit that subscribe button. Make sure you enable notifications by clicking the little bell icon next to the subscribe button. Hit that like button, and also let me know in the comments whether you want to see anything that's going on in the Chicagoland area. I live in downtown Chicago. I can go show you guys around the city if you want. Or if some of you are in warmer climates, I can show you what snow is actually like. Also, I can show you guys if you guys want to know anything more specific about each one of the items on my desk, I can do a review on that. Or if you want to see gameplay videos, let me know down in the comment section below. But guys, thank you so much. Make sure you check out my Twitch feed, which is down in the description below. And guys, thank you so much for watching. It really means a lot, and thank you for all the support, and I'll see you guys in the next video.